Hello and welcome back. It's update on CHL from CHL. This is the old field version, so it's not old scenario. And I just want to say a few things about how to build it. So when you are building the ship, and you see, I haven't glued anything here yet, so it's just a dry fit. Also, and I can take it off, and I can take this off too. Inside I have cannons. Let me show you something. So make sure this thing fit. Okay, I just have to put the phone 1 second like that. Yes, and take it off. It's not so easy to take these parts off, but first of all this one. Now it's gonna be better. Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit tricky, but depends. Okay. It's not bad, actually. Could be worse, though. There we go. Okay, so I took it off now, and just to show you what I mean. So be sure this thing fit. Don't try to break it. That's not good, I think. It's a very bad idea. But my thing here is, yeah, those things I make my own because I don't want it to look a little bit like ugly, bad. Like it has been long time on the sea, so yeah. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I painted the doors in different colors with a kind of gold combination, and it's just a test because I just wanted to see how it looks like, and this is not going to be visible, so it's alright to test. But let me say something about when you're building the ship. Okay, the ship looks like that now if you want to see the whole thing, and it's gonna be 98 centimeters. Yeah, so and my thing here is like I paint it first, then I put it on the first layer. This too, I glue it before I put it on. So, and those, they fit perfectly when you do it right. So you have to polish here and polish here to make this thing fit like that. Yeah, if you see from the side, it's going like that, you know. Yes. So, and those cannons you should glue before the second layer. And the reason why, let me show you. The reason why, it's just because those cannons, you don't need to glue them. Those. It doesn't matter where, you can just put them inside through the windows, you see? Like that. Just be sure they fit perfectly, like in the middle and same distance. All around. Yeah, like all around. That's the thing. Go with the cannons. Yeah. And so I have to talk with you about this, how to bend it. You can find it in the description too. But this thing you have to put in the water. For me it was like 3-4 hours. Just to be sure I didn't break it. So it's better to be sure than break it. So it did crank in the end. And it fit perfect. But kind of detail I didn't like in the description. It say use iron to crank the thing. So I thought I have to put this thing in the water, then bend it, then put iron here and melt the iron around the whole thing. But it's not what I meant. So I needed a bit help from some other person to explain it to me, and he did. So the thing is, in the description, it's a little bit hard to understand. And you have to put it in the water, you have to bend it, but iron and wood, it doesn't fit together, if you know what I mean. It's not really good, it's just falling off. So it's not how you do that. The thing is, description mean you have to crank it, like bend it with iron as well. You have to make it hot and then bend it. It has to be like warm temperature of on the wood, and then you can bend it. But it's not necessary, to be honest, because when you put this thing in the water in 4 hours maybe, and you can bend it, you can just put a clamp here or somehow you want, and then just hold it there for one day, and when you take it off, then it's gonna be fine. But as you see, the front, it's perfect exactly here, because I used putty powder in there to make it look good and not bad, and glue, and I used a mix of glue and putty powder here, and it's so stiff and good here, and it looks actually perfect, to be honest. Yeah, so it became really good for me. Same with the back here, I put it in the water as well. As you see, it was a tricky part to do actually there, but I put the glue first before I use the nails here. So I had to put into the water. This is the same mechanic like there, you have to crank it with iron, yeah, and everything, but I didn't do that. So it's enough to put it like 4 hours in the water and just wait. You can do other things while you put it in the water, like I was making cannons or something, I don't remember. Yeah, but one other part here is like, when you put this part, for example, or this, it doesn't matter which one you start with, but if you put one of them, be sure you put then this one and then the third one, because it's a tricky part to make them get in together, like, because they are going like that and like that, here and here. If you see here, they go, you see, inside. So the good thing is just put this one first, for example, then this one, and then this one, so you won't have any problem with this one. Yeah, that's a better thing to do. And just use the nails, just to be sure. You should get more nails, actually. They break pretty fast, or you can bend it pretty fast. So they are not really good, those nails. It's not, yeah, they are really small and thin, so that's why. There is nothing wrong with them, to be honest, just, they are just like that. Yeah, and be sure it's smooth and nicely here, all over the ship, you know. So yeah, and test the cannons in every hole before you glue it. Just be sure, just be very sure you do it right. So that's how it is with the ship. So there's some tricky parts, but of course it won't be tricky when you do it right. And like, I broke this one. I have glued it like 8 times now, and it's falling off and it's falling off. But the fun thing is that I don't need actually to put it back again. And this thing, it fits perfectly. And after I put this thing in, I have to cut this one, this one, this one, this, and this one. Yeah, all of them has to cut. This, 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 and this. I have to cut them off because the description say that. So, and that's inside the boat. Here, gonna be the third layer. So don't cut off the 3 last ones. This, and this. Just this one, the first one of the big ones, you have to cut off. So yeah, And don't glue it before you have the perfect fit, to be honest. Like, if you're gonna glue things before you fit because of your stress or something that you just want to put it on the spot, I can tell you, you will have problems with the build. So just dry fit everything and then glue it, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be easy, you know, when you can do it with one hand, that's gonna be easy. See? Yeah. Yeah, and that's how it is. You do it with one hand, that's a great fit though, and it doesn't look bad at all. It looks really good, to be honest, right now. Yeah, so the part is, you have to make it fit here. See, in the back, perfect. Yeah, so it's smooth and nicely. And that's how it should be. And then you have this one. Don't glue this part too. It's B6 or something in the description. Just paint it if you want, of course, and just put it there in here. Yeah, because don't glue it before you are sure, you know. And this thing too needs to fit perfectly, and it does actually. It just, my balance is bad here. Yeah, so with one hand only, and it fell off, of course. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna check the description like 1 or 2 more times, and just to be sure, and I'm gonna test the wires before I glue. So, and that's how I wanted to do it actually. I don't want to stress up this thing, I just want to make it right. So see how I did from beneath. I use putty powder here to fix a little bit. Yeah, and that's how it looks like from beneath. So you have to crank this too, which is here, but it's so thin. I think it's 1 millimeter, so it's gonna be very easy, I guess, or you're gonna break it very easy. So yeah, but one thing is for sure, I'm gonna make a copy of this one before I do that. And that is also pretty good thing to do, make copies of the things you are doing, because I have already done it of everything. And in the right materials, like when you have 6mm, do a 6mm copy. When you have 2mm, do that, and 1.5 and 1 and 3 and 5. So do the exact copies you have, like I'm gonna do it with Canons too. And the reason why I'm doing the copies is because I know what my next project will be. Yeah, and that's the thing, because I know what it's gonna be. So in my next project, I have to cut a little bit more here and a little bit more here, and the next one and the next one. Yeah, so it's gonna be Queen Anne's Revenge, but I'm gonna use this one to make Queen Anne's Revenge from the start, and then I'm gonna make all the Queen Anne's Revenge details from the back. So it's just a start. I need just a start for Queen Anne's Revenge. Just the beginning. It's gonna be great, because the rest I guess it's gonna be details and your own fantasy. There is not many models of Queen Anne's Revenge, and CHL don't have that model, so it's pretty sad though, because it's an amazing ship from Pirates of the Caribbean, and that would be a great thing to have, but it's not like that. So I'm gonna make Queen Anne's Revenge. I'm gonna buy the Flying Dutchman from CHL. It's gonna be out in May. And after those 3 ships, I will take time to make Silent Mary. But the fantasy I have of Silent Mary, I think it's gonna be a breaking mold of internet, to be honest, of those who are interested. I'm gonna make it like to bend, like in the movies, and in a cool way. And maybe I'm gonna use some electric motorics to bend it, like you push on button and it does it itself. I don't know, some hydraulic, I don't know, some crazy things, to be honest. I'm gonna figure out you figure it out and think of it like how to do that, and I will do it, but it's not maybe before 1 year from now or 1.5. So but I will finish it, that's for sure. So but first is this one, then it's Queen Anne's Revenge, and then it's Flying Dutchman and Silent Mary. So those ships I have decided 100% to make incomplete. So this is my first build ever, but it's going pretty good, and it's not so hard. It is a little bit hard, but it's not hard. You just have to make the fits right. If you have that, then you won't have any problems to make it. Yeah, now you can see it, like I mentioned before, you have to cut those off. So they have to be cut off. This one. Not this, not this, and not this. Yeah. And of course, not those three in the front, because this is the front. Yeah. So that's like, yeah. Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, and like here, it's really easy to make it fit. You just do it like that. Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm so exciting for the rest of it. And like I said, smooth lines. I can almost feel it, like the line, it's so smooth actually. Yeah, it's really nice. And it looks really good already. Yeah, the fit is perfect. So is my cats. My 3 cats. My girlfriend is away to her family, so yeah, I can build a boat. By the way, I'm from Norway and I'm going to school. Yeah. And build boats. So that's gonna be my ship. I will soon come with another update, and if there is anything you want to know, I will explain. But I think the explanation I just did, it's kind of understandable and make you actually help. So be sure you polish this to make fit perfectly with the line here. Yeah, see. Yeah, and don't be scared, and don't be super scared to do mistakes, because it's true that mistakes can be fixed, especially when you have this one. It's a good thing to have. I don't know if you can buy it in your place, but in my place it's very cheap and it's really nice. Yeah. And I also recommend acrylic colors. Okay, see you next time. Bye.